First is the CRB index, which is a basket of currencies. Indices are baskets of 17 to 25 commodities. The CRB tends to be heavily weighted toward the energy sector. In fact, 39% is energy, 23% of it's crude oil. I watched this one, and I watched the continuous commodity index because it's equally weighted. And as I monitor differences in how they perform, I can gauge then the influence that crude oil is having. And is crude oil the leader, or is crude oil a follower? And for most of the time, crude oil is a leader, although we've had some times of late when it was a follower. Notice that this weekly chart covering the same time period, how we broke through chart support here this past month, and here this week we have failed to take out the previous week's low, and in fact it looks like we're going to be able to close above the previous week's high. Don't have closes on here yet, but anyway, very close to or above last week's high. So that is a positive. It's not a reversal, weekly reversal, key reversal where you make a new low, new contract low, and if you're talking about futures contracts, and then you settle above the previous high. But it is a good sign, a positive sign. It's not an absolute sign, but it certainly is helpful. If we look at the daily chart, so here we're backing up to last September to the current, we have something a little bit more encouraging. See this gap right here on the downward side, we gapped lower, then we started consolidating, and we gapped higher. That leaves what we call a bullish island reversal on the charts. And it looks like we've confirmed this bullish island reversal with another gap higher here on Thursday. So that could always get negated if we go back and refill both of those gaps, but for now it leaves a bullish island reversal on the charts. What does that do? Fund managers who are watching these charts see that, and if they've been writing short positions in these indices and in essence then in the commodity sector for a long time in very profitable positions, they see that and say, it's time to take profits. They start unwinding those positions, and that in essence produces the buying in the commodity sector. And if it happens at a time when the grains are rallying anyway, it can enhance and you get a larger rally than what you would otherwise expect. Excuse me. So as we look at the continuous commodity index, which is not overly weighted toward the energy sector, we see a very similar weekly chart, and the daily chart also has this bullish island reversal on it, and a couple of gaps higher. Thursday gapped higher, and then Friday gapped higher as well. So very positive sign, not a guarantee, but a very positive sign, something that traders pay a lot of attention to and oftentimes becomes self-fulfilling. So I'm very encouraged by this development and what this means for adding volatility, positive volatility for the grain markets.